Hi, Acadiana. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Welcome to your Friday. It's May the 16th. This is Acadiana Weather Today, a short morning chat on your upcoming weather conditions and how they're going to affect your day. Got a little bit of cloud cover here, but a few more breaks in the clouds compared to the previous couple of mornings. We've got a lot of low-level moisture in place, but a ridge of high pressure aloft, so it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, and we'll see little, if any, rainfall as we go into the weekend, but maybe some changes coming up as we head into the early part of next week. I want to remind you, though, that storm season never really ends, and it's time to save the stuff that matters. Ritter Consulting Engineers uses Matterport 3D imaging to scan your home or business, which can be used for insurance purposes before and after a storm. They're also revolutionizing real estate, so buyers can tour homes right from their computer. Call Ritter Consulting Engineers at 984-8498 or visit their website. Well, look at the sky cam. Again, we've got considerable cloudiness out here this morning, but a few more breaks in those clouds compared to what we saw yesterday morning. And I think we're going to go with a mix of sun and clouds today. Weather-wise, you should be fine on the area roadways. There's no rain out there. There's no fog either. So you should be in good shape for any traveling today, or if you have to travel over the weekend, especially locally. I don't think you're going to have too many problems around the Acadiana region. As far as our temperatures, it is quite warm once again, as most of the area is only falling back into the mid to upper 70s. In fact, very warm for this time of the year. And the students heading off to the bus stop will see temperatures in the mid 70s this morning, with upper 80s later this afternoon under partly cloudy skies. I know a lot of the students are excited. They're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, the last few days of school for the 2024-25 school year. Check it out. We've got some bigger thunderstorms across the Mid-South, stretching from western Tennessee and Kentucky into Arkansas, and there's a frontal boundary that stretches down into central Texas, and that's kind of where the storm track is going to be. That ridge of high pressure aloft over the Rio Grande Valley and much of the Gulf of Mexico will block that front from getting any closer, but I do think there's going to be a pattern change going into next week that should allow that upper ridge to break down and eventually allow some chances for showers maybe for the early part of next week, and even some cooler weather as we go into the mid and latter part of next week. So over the course of the weekend, that ridge of high pressure aloft is going to stay fairly strong. That's going to mean for some warm temperatures, a low pressure kind of deepening across the upper Midwest, and a ridge of high pressure there along the Florida coast will tighten the pressure gradient at the surface. So another breezy day today, with those winds at times gusting up to 25 miles per hour. There's a look at the simulated satellite. Again, thunderstorms will fire up along that front well to the north of the area. At this point, it looks like maybe areas along the I-20 corridor may see an isolated shower. You might even see an isolated shower in the northern ends of Toledo Bend. But for our local area, I'm going to go ahead and keep the rain chance at 0 for today, tomorrow, and again for Sunday. And then we might start to bring that rain chance up as the front gets closer to the area early next week. Afternoon highs will approach the upper 80s and lower 90s, and nighttime temperatures won't cool off much, only in the mid to upper 70s. Out in the Gulf waters, it is still a bit rough, even though the small craft advisory has been dropped. Those winds are still going to be somewhat brisk out of the south at 15 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet in our nearshore waters, and a little higher along the areas around the rigs in the far offshore waters. So up to 89 today. We'll go with a mix of sun and clouds, warm and humid. Heat index today probably about 95 to 97. 74 overnight tonight. We'll touch 90 tomorrow with the heat index getting real close to 100. 75 tomorrow night, a mix of sun and clouds, and very hot again on Sunday. Temperatures topping out around 91 degrees, and that heat index could be close to 100. Early next week, I think it's still going to be quite warm on Monday and perhaps Tuesday, but with a front coming in, there may be some extra showers next week and a better chance for some slightly cooler temperatures. Well, I hope you enjoy Acadiana weather today. If you do, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on those notifications. You can also hear my forecast daily on Big 102.1, Planet Radio 106.7, and Freedom 95.1. Also, follow my social media pages, both on Facebook and X, and thanks to everyone who has subscribed to Acadiana Weather Today here on YouTube. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.